What's up, everybody, and welcome to Wildcard Sports. In today's video, we're going to go over my Week 7 NFL picks here. We are 59 and 33, 89.7 picks percentage. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new. We're doing this every week. Let's just get right into it. Steelers-Bengals, Thursday Night Football, division game. Obviously, the Steelers are a better game, or a better team, sorry. This is in Cincinnati. The spread, let's look at the spread really quick here. Steelers favored by 5.5. Given that it's a division game, I do think the Bengals could cover the spread here. I don't think they're going to win, but I think Bengals plus 5.5 is definitely a possibility, especially them being at home. And like I said, division game here. But right off the bat, I got to go Steelers to win it. They are an overall better team. Jaylen Warren coming back for the Steelers. They're coming off a bye, so they should be well rested, looking good. Bengals have just been having a terrible season all year long. This could be a bounce back situation. If they do win this game, this could kind of maybe possibly turn their season around, but it is hard to say that. Flacco back, playing at home with his new team, so that could be interesting. But I'm going to pick the Steelers to win it. All right, moving on to the Rams-Jags. This one should be a very interesting game. Being played in London, so neutral territory, both 4-2. Let's look at the spread. And the Rams are favored, but you got to remember the Jacksonville Jaguars are kind of London's team. London loves the Jags. They've kind of adopted the Jags. So they're going to have a very home crowd-like atmosphere here for the Jaguars. I'm going to pick the Jags to upset the Rams. And if you want to bet the spread +3, like it, or +3.5 would be great. But I'm going to bet the upset here with the Jags winning, neutral territory, but pretty much a home game there for the Jaguars. All right, moving on to the Saints-Bears. This one should be pretty easy here. Saints have been bad all year, back in Chicago. The Bears are looking hot, looking better and better every week. Got to pick the Bears to win. Let's look at the spread. Could be a touchdown. Okay, 5.5, -5.5. I think Bears could cover that, but I'm probably staying away from that. But Bears to win that one. All right, moving on to the Dolphins-Browns. I mean, horrible matchup. Browns do have a great defense, though, so I don't trust any of the Miami players fantasy football-wise in this game offensively. So before we pick this horrible game, they're both 1-5. Let's look at the spread. Browns are favored -2.5. You know, you got the rookie quarterback in there, Dylan Gabriel. The Browns do have weapons at the end of the day. Same with the Dolphins, of course. I'm going to pick the slight lean here. I was going to say Browns. The more I think about it, Tua with all of his apologies all week. Maybe the Dolphins bounce back here. This is going to be a low-scoring game. Even America's split between this one. 51%, 49%. I got to go Browns to win it. I'm going to lean Browns, the home team here, to win that game. All right, moving on to the Patriots-Titans. Patriots are looking really good here, 4-2. Great start to the season. Titans, on the other hand, looking really bad. Don't see the Titans upsetting the Patriots here. I'm going to pick the Patriots to win. We could look at the spread to see what Vegas is saying on that one. And yeah, Patriots favored by 7 in that game. They could cover it. I would probably stay away, but yeah, Patriots should win it. All right, moving on to the Raiders-Chiefs division game. This one should be an easy one for the Chiefs. Chiefs look really good against the Lions there, bouncing back. So I know it is a division game, but playing in Kansas City against the Raiders, a bad team. Chiefs should easily win that one. They should be favored by probably at least 10 points. Yeah, -11.5. They could definitely cover, but being that it's a division game, I might take the risk on the Raiders +11.5. But, Chiefs should win that one easily there. All right, Eagles-Vikings. This one, battle of pretty good defenses here. This one's in Minnesota. Vikings definitely have a chance to win. Eagles coming off an embarrassing loss, though, to the Giants. Let's look at that spread before I make my decision. So Eagles are barely favored, -2.5. And like my heart wants the Vikings to win really bad. I'm going to be cheering for the Vikings. I just think Eagles bounce back and win this one on the road, though. I don't see them losing 2 straight here. I know Vikings have a good defense. They're going to be pumped up, but I got to pick the Eagles to win that one. But go Vikings. Hopefully the Vikings win it. All right, moving on to the Panthers-Jets. Not a great matchup here. Panthers are the better team. Jets 0-6. They just look terrible on offense and defense. They just don't look in sync at all. I got to pick the Panthers right off the bat. Let's look at the spread here from Vegas on this one. Wow, coin flip game, which I'm kind of surprised about. Panthers -1.5. I'd probably pick the Panthers to cover the spread. So Panthers to win that one. All right, moving on to the Giants-Broncos. Broncos looking great. Amazing defense. Their offense is rolling. 4-2. You know, Broncos beat the Eagles on the road, which is great. Giants coming off a big win as well, beating the Eagles. So this is going to be a tough one because battle of two good defenses. Jackson Dart is a wild card every week. He could be amazing. Same with Scotabo over there. But I do got to pick the Denver defense to stop the Giants and Broncos to win this one. But just so you guys want to know, the spread on this game is Broncos -7. So I don't know if they'll cover, but definitely Broncos to win. All right, this one's going to be probably one of the games of the week here. Chargers-Colts. Battle of top teams here. 5-1 Colts versus the 4-2 Chargers. You know, you want to say Chargers because they kind of have a better team, but you can't trust the Chargers. Chargers almost lost to the Dolphins. I'm going to pick the Colts just to win it right off the bat before I even look at the spread. But let's look right now. And it is a coin flip game. They do have the Chargers winning -1.5. I'm going to go with the upset here and pick the Colts. It's not a crazy upset, but I'm going to pick the Colts to win that one. All right, moving on to the Commanders-Cowboys. I feel like this one, let's check it, is the highest scoring game on the slate. Yeah, 54.5. So if you have any players in fantasy from the Cowboys or Commanders, try to get them in there starting, especially Dak or Jaden Daniels or JCM, CD if he's good to go, Pickens, Javonte Williams, all those guys for this game. It's going to be high scoring, back to shootout game. Cowboys, Commanders. What was the spread on that one? Okay, coin flip game. Commanders -1.5. I'm going to take the upset here. I know Commanders do have a better team, but I think the Cowboys could pull this off. It's one of those things. My heart's going to be cheering for the Commanders to win, but I think Cowboys can pull this off at home and get the W here in a high-scoring game. All right, who will win this matchup? Packers, Cardinals. This one should be easy. I'm picking Packers right off the bat. Let's look at the spread. Packers favored by 6.5. I don't see the Cardinals upsetting them. Maybe the Cardinals could cover plus 6.5, but, you know, Packers coming off a bye should be well rested and beating the Cardinals. All right, here we go. My 49ers versus the Falcons, Sunday Night Football. This one is very, very interesting. The Niners lost Fred Warner last week, which is a huge, huge blow to their defense. And when that happened, it's like, oh, man, our season's over. This is like the end of the world here situation for the Niners. But when you look at the spread on this game, which I'm shocked, the Niners are favored -1.5. Actually, earlier in the week, it was -2.5. But I think the news where Purdy's for sure not going to play, that maybe bumped the line down more. So -1.5. It's kind of a coin flip game, but still, I'm kind of surprised we are favored. I'm going to pick my Niners to win, of course. It's hard to pick against them, but the Falcons look great against Buffalo. They played really well, but I don't know. Sunday Night Football at home for the Niners could excel them. We got Kittle coming back for the Niners, so that's going to be a big boost. It should be very interesting, a very good game, but go Niners on that one. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that game. All right, moving on to the Bucs-Lions. This is another high-scoring game, Monday Night Football doubleheader. When you look at that total, 52.5, I think that's like the second highest scoring game on the slate. So target players for the Bucs and Lions if you play fantasy football, that's for sure. Yeah, right off the bat, Lions, you know, I thought they would beat the Chiefs. They lost. Bucs are a great team, but they are dealing with injuries too as well, especially on offense there. I do like the Lions at home division game here. Or not division game, sorry. The Lions at home beating the Bucs. And I do think they can. What was the spread on that again? -5.5. So they are favored. But I would bet the spread, though, Bucs plus 5.5. I think they could keep it close in a high-scoring game. So I would take that spread, plus 5.5. But I'm going to pick the Lions to win it. All right, second game, last game of the doubleheader here for Monday Night Football, Seahawks, Texans. Since I'm a Niner fan, of course, I want the Seahawks to lose. Would love to see that. But, at the end of the day, Seahawks are a better team than the Texans. I'm going to take Seahawks to win it. Let's look at the spread. Seahawks are favored by -3.5. So I actually think they could cover that and Seahawks to win. But go Texans at the end of the day. Hopefully they win that one. All right, how many total points will be scored? What do they have that at? 40.5. I think it hit the over. Let's go 42 total points. So those are my picks, guys. Seahawks, Lions, 49ers, Packers, Cowboys, Colts, Broncos, Panthers, Eagles, Chiefs, Patriots, Browns, Bears, Jaguars, Steelers, and that is it there. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me, disagree with me on any of the picks. You guys have a great day. Enjoy week 7. See you guys on the next video. Peace out.